Hey everybody, this is the Fairy Vibrant Makeup channel, and I'm coming on here again. This is going to be posted right after, well, you've seen the Subculture palette review, so this is actually a second Subculture palette from Anastasia because I wanted to give it another shot. For some reason, something told me, be patient, give it another shot. I mean, I know I had some blending issues in my last video, and I wanted to kind of take the time to see if I can create another look with this guy. I don't know, it's like, I love the color scheme. I did not like the formula. So I'm wondering if I give it another go, maybe I don't have to return this. I hate returning stuff. I work in retail. Returning stuff to me is just yuck. I don't like returning stuff, but I really wanted to get to like this one. So that's what we're going to do in this video is we're going to give it a second try. I'm going to try different colors than I did finish with my last one, so I want to make sure that we kind of step out of that a little bit. So I know I used Roxy, New Wave, and Axis, and a bit of no, I didn't use that. I used Axis on the lower lash line, and used All Star and Rowdy. Now, Rowdy was a bit difficult to blend with All Star, so I'm wondering if I could blend other colors to make it work. So I think I might do Axis, maybe Fudge, and Destiny. And I think I might use Adorn on the top. I don't know. I haven't really come up with a look yet. Sorry, I look really pale in my video. Oh my god. But anyways, let's give it another go. So I'm going to zoom you in, and we're going to do another look. Alright, so for primer I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Nude Matte. This actually is a pretty highly successful primer for me because it is much creamier and it's a little bit more opaque. I mean, not as opaque as the Bare Minerals, but I know I use the Bare Minerals BB eyeshadow, but I think I might need something a little lighter and a little bit more. This has a little bit more moisture in it because it's slicker. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but I ran out, so this is my alternative at the moment. Make sure I blend everything out. And I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to do, set my primer because I want to make sure I set it because that's important. It works every time. I'm going to use a different one. I'll use the one I use all the time, and that's going to be this one right here. So this is Extra Creamy from the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette by Too Faced. I'm just going to go through and make sure it's evenly distributed onto the lid. And I thought maybe using better brushes might do the trick, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I mean, I had a little bit of difficulty yesterday. I filmed it yesterday. I had difficulty in the last video because it's just, I don't know what it was, but it just was off. So that looks pretty even. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with Destiny. I think I might use this as my crease shade. And again, I did get a little bit of kick. A little bit. But I barely tapped it in. So I'm using this guy in the crease. Oh. Skipped a little bit, but that's alright. Let's see if it blends away. Maybe I just didn't set that area right. I mean, I went over it a lot. That looks a little better. Barely tapping. That one came on a lot better. I'm just going to add just a little more here. I can evenly distribute that color. I mean, it still looks a little choppy. I don't know what it is. It's like my right eye just doesn't want to cooperate with these. But I'm not giving up hope on this palette just yet. I'm actually going to go with, I'm going to do a halo eye. I kind of want to do an angled one so that I have a better idea, but that's a little drastic. So I'm going to do Axis. And if you're wondering what brush I'm using, I'm actually using the Full Spectrum brush from Urban Decay. Because I actually have my really good brushes packed away. So when you pack the color on, I'm going to wipe off the excess off the brush and then use this to kind of buff out the edges. Notice you do have to do kind of like a tapping motion. Okay, I'm going to pull Destiny again. Just barely tap that in there. And I'm going to go over the edges very lightly. Doesn't seem to do too bad right now. So far, so good. Don't worry, I'll blend it out a lot more. Same thing, I'm going to barely tap my brush in with Axis and do that on the inner portion. And I tried doing this look on my last video. It didn't really go well, but I think I just need to be a little careful is what I need to do. See, it blended really nice. So I'm actually going to take a little bit more of Destiny and just run that on, because I like to blow out my crease a lot. That actually looks pretty good. On camera it looks choppy, but in person it does not look bad. Bring some of Axis a little bit more in, and then just kind of tap it to blend it. I know a lot of people are probably saying, you know, this is not how you're supposed to blend shadows. Tapping it, you should be able to do it freely, but I don't. That's just how I do it. I'm actually going to take my other Anastasia brush from a previous palette, and I'm going to take the fluffy end and use Mercury, which is that gray color, and I barely tapped it in. I'm actually going to put Mercury higher up in the crease. Oh, what the heck? I made a little line, that's weird. So I'm trying to blow out this crease a little more, but that Mercury color is just not working with me. So I'm taking a clean blending brush and I'm going over it pretty rough so that I can blend that out. I'm actually going to stick with Destiny. Just do that. I'm being very gentle with this, so it's like, I know there's been some people that like it, some people that don't. I didn't like it at first, so. Alright, so I'm going to do the other side off camera. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure I'm consistent. I'm actually going to pull my extra creamy shade from my peanut butter and jelly and highlight my brow bone on this side. That way I can tone down Destiny just a little bit. I know, because this video is going to be long now if I'm doing both eyes live. I just want to see if this one comes out a lot better than my right eye, because something up with my right eye. So just go in there lightly and just kind of buff out those edges. Take some Destiny and just kind of blend that out. See, this one seems to blend a lot better than the other eye. I don't know what it is. My left eye likes the shadows, my right eye doesn't. If you do have this palette, let me know your experience in the comments below. That way I can, you know, I can hear everybody else's thoughts. Am I going crazy? Or, I mean, my favorite YouTuber, Stephanie Nicole, liked hers. That's what made me kind of give it another go from her advice. But who knows? Who knows what would happen? Okay, now I'm just kind of buffing it very lightly. And then I gotta go back in and kind of darken the axis a little bit more. Wow, I blew up that one like intensely. So I'm just gonna take this brush and just kind of buff out those edges a little bit more. And then go in with Extra Creamy. I did this one a lot faster. How does that look? This side's a little bit off, but that's okay. I'll fix it. Moving on, I want to do the inner portion shade. So I'm going to use Adorn. I thought about using New Wave, but I already used New Wave. Or I thought about using Edge, which is that other yellow. I'm wondering if I should. So I use Adorn. Adorn hasn't had issues, so I'm going to use Edge because Edge has had some oxidation issues. So I'm going to put that on the center of my lid. I think it's just trying to find the proper combination because some shades just don't work with one another. Like I said, I don't want to take this back. You know, I hate returning things. I work in retail. And all they do is damage it out, so I don't want to damage this out. I bought mine from Sephora. That actually came on pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with Axis, just a little touch, to blend the colors together. I'm going to make that transition to that middle part a little more flawless. That actually did a pretty good job. And I just barely touched that. Alright, I'm going to take just a little bit more of Edge. Just brighten up that yellow. But this is so pigmented, I can't even talk today, pigmented that you have to be very careful. That actually looks really nice. I do want to take another crease shade just to warm it up a bit. So I'm using Dawn. And I want to blend those edges out just a little more. Not make it so blown out, you know what I mean? Just kind of blend everything. So far so good. I haven't had any blending issues, so that's good. I'm going to go off camera, do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and finish. Under eyes, I haven't done the rest of my face as far as setting goes, so we're going to go ahead and go in with some more shades. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Okay, so I do want to give, I mean, I can do Untamed on the bottom. Or let's do Rowdy. I want to see how this performs on the outer corner. I'm telling you, I barely tapped in there. Okay, so I'll take a little bit of All Star. To blend that out. And that looks pretty good. That looks really good. I mean, this one looks a little bit more baggy there than this one, so I'll have to add a little bit more color here. I'll take my clean blending brush and just kind of buff the edges a little more. Okay, so I love Adorn. I want to use Adorn, but I'm not going to because I'm going to use all mattes. That's what I'm deciding to do. So I'm actually going to take, let me see, where did my brush go? I have so many brushes out right now. So we're actually going to take, I want to take Cube, but I'll have to take it on my finger. I mean, that's not a matte color, I know, but I want to see if it's worth putting on. Did not mean, it's not bad, but you have to apply it with your finger to really make it show, which should not be the case, you know what I mean? Oh! My color got dirty. I don't know what's going on with this color. This Cube color is like really weird. I actually just picked up, I accidentally stabbed it. There's the color. So you have to stab it and get all that powder out in order to make it do that. That is so weird. Why? That's like the only color I hate. I mean, I don't mind applying shadow with my fingers, I really don't, but you shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to do that. I'm gonna blend those colors together. Not bad. I mean, it's not, didn't do that bad. Alright, I'm gonna see what I can put on the inner corner because there's really no other inner corner colors. Maybe I'll just put electric. What the heck? Let's try it again. I'm putting in my finger because that's what you have to do. I feel like that's what you have to do with this color just to make it pop. I guess these will be just my inner corner like colors. So far it looks a lot better than it did yesterday, so I'm actually really excited that it worked out. Okay, so I'm going to finish my eyes and my face off camera and then I'll just kind of let you know my thought. Alright, so second time around it did really good. So I think I know what the issue is. It could be that some colors just don't mesh well together, but I actually really love this look. It looks amazing, and it wasn't that hard to blend. I didn't have any trouble. It's not patching. So it could be that just finding that perfect mix of colors, and that I know that kind of takes out the whole creativity of it, but I'm like, I don't want to let this go. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the eye look up close, and tell me what you think. I got up really close, so. I mean, the blending skills of mine are not perfect, I know. I'm not a makeup artist. But it looks so much better than what it did the other day. So in my last video, it was just apparent that I was having issues with it. I had put mostly, like, I put Rowdy on the outer corner on my lid. I put New Wave on my inner portion, and that one actually stuck really well. It's just Rowdy and All-Star on my lid did not go well. However, Rowdy and All-Star on my lower lash line are doing pretty good, so I'm wondering. And then I did try to do another look. I did Access, and then I did Electric in the middle, and I was blending Access with, I think it was New Wave or Edge. No, it was Edge, because I started getting those weird lines. I mean, I like this palette. I just hate these two because they're not pigmented at all, Edge and Cube. But, I mean, not Edge and Cube, Electric and Cube. However, they did pretty good as, like, you know, pressing it into my inner corners. Because I do that a lot. I have to have glitter in my inner corners. So I think it works really well with this look, and it works really well as an inner corner highlight. I'd probably recommend wetting your brush, not too much, but just enough, like a small spritz, just to get Electric in the inner corners or on the middle of the lid. But I actually really like the way Edge came out. Even though I had blending issues with Edge on top of Access, it's weird. You have to find the perfect combination for it to work. So I think that's where I'm standing. I'm still kind of torn if I want to, you know, return it or not. I don't know if it's a batch issue. I heard that anything with P7 was a batch issue, but I cannot confirm that. That's just from what I read on Vintage or Tacky, and I'll leave her Facebook down below, because that's where it says. I'll leave that little thing that she said, just so that you know that she was having a lot of issues, and she's been around for a very, very long time. Now, I don't really listen too much to YouTubers, but I love her because she's just a very talented girl. She's been around YouTube for a very long time. She knows ins and outs, and she knows makeup. So I think that's a good way to kind of really tell if somebody's doing something right, or if someone's saying something right. If they've been around for a long time, they know makeup, not just from Instagram posts, but like before Instagram, before all that, just more of, you know, they've had experience in makeup. I trust actual makeup artists, not people that tack on MUA, but actual people that are makeup artists that worked at like Sephora and was licensed there, or people that are estheticians. I trust their opinion more than anything, just because they're experts. They know. They've been around for a long time. So that's why I technically listen to more of the people in the actual beauty world, that work in the beauty world, so that I get more of a solid opinion instead of somebody just coming on like me. Someone that just comes on and says, oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm not like that at all. I do work in the beauty business, so I do know makeup. That's the only difference. I do know makeup. But yeah, I really like the way this eye look came out. I really like the way it was not that hard to achieve, given that it's got so many colors going on. I actually really like it. So tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. If you'd like to see a third look, if you'd like me to keep it or just return it for something else. I don't know. I mean, I used a gift card, so I'm like, I could get something else. I'm still kind of on the edge with this product. I hope this kind of helped you guys see another side. I'm on the edge because of what I experienced in the last video, but I have high hopes. I have high hopes for this palette, just because this time around it came out really nice and it looks really pretty, and it was not that hard to achieve. So that's where I'm going with. So if you think I should return it, comment down below. If you think I shouldn't return it and keep it and give it another go, and maybe perhaps another video using a different combination, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of like second chance video, because I felt like it needed a second chance, because I feel like there's just so many mixed reviews. I know this is probably going to confuse people, like, wait, you hated it the last video and I like it? I think it's just based on the combination of colors you use. I think that's all it boils down to, is a combination of colors you use and technique. So I did go a little lighter handed this time around. even though it didn't look like it because it's very pigmented. But I did go very gently and very careful this time around. So I think it's just more user awareness of how it works. That's probably what it boils down to, is just how the combination of colors and the usage of the person, like how combining those colors and technique. So I think that's what it boils down to. I'm not saying I'm an expert, not by any means, but you know, I think that's what it's going to come down to, is just how you use it. If you have the patience to build slowly from color and blend very carefully, that's just what it boils down to. So that's my thought. I love this look second time around. I really want to keep this palette now, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I actually did, but I want you guys to tell me what you think I should do, just because I'm a little bit torn because of yesterday's experience, and then today it just worked out. I don't know if it's just because I was having a bad makeup day yesterday. I don't know, because I did. I had a bad makeup day yesterday. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and sticking around with me. I will do some more videos soon. Hopefully I can pre-film before I move, but if I don't, I'm sorry. I have so much going on right now. I work a full-time job. I'm actually getting ready to go to work in just a minute. My kids are probably going to be wanting breakfast right now, so because they just barely woke up, so I'm going to be getting ready to get them breakfast and getting ready for us to leave, so I can take them to daycare and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.